Hello, I'm Amanda Marino.
And I'm Cesar Galvez. Welcome to the Panther Report, Georgia State's weekly source for campus news.
The GSU Student Government Association elections are currently in progress. Last week, students were able to hear the candidates speak at the annual Meet the Candidates debate.
Amanda, I'm sure that was an exciting time for students to learn more about the candidates that are running for office. Students are running for president, executive vice president, and senator positions.
Remember, our vote counts. Stand up and be heard by voting for your candidate of choice who you feel will best represent our student body at GSU.
Cody Long has more information about the candidates and how to make your vote count.
You've seen their faces on posters across campus. Georgia State University students are revving up their campaigns for seats in the Student Government Association, many of them getting their message out to students through social media. And at the SGA debate, which was held in Speaker's Auditorium March 15th. It began with the Senate candidates from each college lining up and one by one introducing themselves to the audience of about 60 people. Then each of the candidates for vice president positions, as well as president and executive vice president, fielded questions from the moderator.
And if they truly need that money, if the student government decides that money needs to be appropriated to that group, then we can vote on it. We can say, hey, this is what we voted on. This is when we did it. This is why we did it.
I believe the main problem that students have with the student government associations, they don't exactly know what we do on a consistent basis. If we are elected your president and executive vice president, like I said, we will improve the transparency, but I also would like to educate the campus on what the student government can do for you and how we can do it. So that, and also that goes along with educating our senators as well, so that we give them all the resources they need to create legislation for all the issues that they want to see pushed through.
At the end of the debate, students were able to ask their own questions before a reception where students could meet the candidates and learn what issues they'll be focusing on for the next year.
Personally, I'm kind of spreading things into two pots. I've got, within SGA, we're going to work on streamlining and maximizing the senator's role so that you're accurately represented. And then also, just for the students, we're going to talk about strategies that we can execute. We're going to talk about creative solutions to things like parking, because that is an issue, but things that we can actually do. So parking, I would say, is a really big issue, and talking about scheduling for people who don't have that availability to come to the one class they need at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Graduate student Scott Bells was there to ask candidates how they would better serve students with disabilities.
Well, I was surprised afterward after I made my remarks that several cared enough to come up and talk to me.
And Bells says that after the debate, he has a good idea who he will vote for. For more information about the candidates and their platforms, pick up a copy of the special expanded edition of The Signal from March 13th. And voting will remain open until Friday the 23rd. Students can vote online at gsu.edu/SGA. The results will be posted on their website Tuesday, March 27th. Reporting from Speaker's Auditorium, Cody Long, GSTV Panther Report.
The Kony 2012 campaign has become a popular topic since its debut on March 5th, 2012. Filmmaker Jason Russell outlines a mission with a deadline of December 31st, 2012 to end Joseph Kony's power in Uganda.
Amanda, a lot of controversy and talk have surrounded this campaign that is well underway.
It will be interesting to see how this evolves in 2012 and if the mission will succeed before the deadline.
We'll all be watching as this campaign continues to unfold. Tia White has more details on the subject.
By now, you've probably heard of it, or you've become one of the more than 95 million viewers that have seen the viral video. Kony 2012, new video sweeping the nation in what some analysts are calling the most viral video in history. Kony 2012 describes the horrible antics of Lord's Resistance Army leader Joseph Kony and his horrible antics of Ugandan children. Jason Russell, the director of Kony 2012, takes viewers inside the lives of Ugandan boys and girls that are abducted from their homes and forced to join Kony's 30,000-strong child army. Armed with heavy artillery, the children are sometimes forced to kill their own parents. In the video, Russell shows how he became inspired to stop Kony by the heartfelt accounts of one Ugandan boy in particular. Jacob Akei, a former child victim of Kony's Lord's Resistance Army, gives a chilling account of how him and his brother were abducted from their home and brutally forced to fight for Kony.
We worried the rebel when they raise us again, then they will kill us. My brother tried to escape, then they killed using panga. They cut his neck.
Did you see it?
I saw.
The 30-minute clip is a film and campaign by Invisible Children Inc. that aims to make Kony famous in efforts to raise support for the capture and arrest of Joseph Kony. For over 20 years, Kony has killed thousands in efforts to overthrow the Ugandan government. Since the video went viral just a couple of weeks ago, there have been pouring in support for the arrest of Joseph Kony. Along with that, a lot of people straddling the fence whether or not they should actually support the cause. A lot of people wondering where the money is going. Also, is this an issue that U.S. should be involved in? Do you think now Americans are just now, becoming interested or want to become involved?
Well, I definitely think the awareness that we have today, like the internet and globalization, it's bringing the world together. We're becoming one, and I feel like people are just getting more connected, and awareness is spreading. So people are like, wow, they just are unaware of it. So now that we know, we want to help more.
Right, so do you think the video will have positive feedback for a lot of people wanting to volunteer, or do you think a lot of people are going to be like, what is going on? Well, I don't think Americans should get into this situation. What is your view on that?
My view is we definitely should get involved, because if we were in that situation, we would want help too.
The newfound attention that the Kony 2012 video has been receiving seems to have taken a toll on the director and co-founder of the group Invisible Children, Jason Russell. Russell was taken into custody by San Diego police on March 16th after a naked meltdown in public. Russell's antics were all caught on tape by onlookers that witnessed him frantically screaming and welling his fist in a rage. A rep for Invisible Children says Russell was suffering from exhaustion, malnutrition, and dehydration as a result of the strenuous PR campaign of the Kony 2012 video. Russell is currently being held on the 5051 psychiatric code. There's no doubt that the Kony 2012 video has increased awareness about the situation. To find out more information about Kony and his Lord's Resistance Army, log on to Kony2012.org. I'm Tia White for Panther Report.
St. Patrick's Day Parade. I've never seen so much green in my life. Let's go talk to some of the people and fans to see what it's all about. Here we are with Grayson at the Atlanta St. Patrick's Day Parade. Grayson, what is your favorite part about St. Patrick's Day?
All the people dressed in green, I guess.
Why do you like green so much? Why do you like all the people dressed in green?
I don't know, it's just like an unusual time of year.
Kaya, what has been your favorite part of the parade today?
The dancers.
The dancers? I like the dancers too. Are you talking about the ones that were hopping up and down and kicking and stuff?
Yeah.
Great. What's your favorite part about St. Patrick's Day?
Hanging out with my family and getting candy.
Here I am with Jonathan and Brandon. Jonathan, what is your favorite part about St. Patrick's Day?
The green beer.
The green beer. What about you, Brandon?
Drinking.
Here I am with John. John, can you please explain how you came up with this wild outfit?
Well, I was looking on the internet and I found on moresuits.com, and they have these cool suits that you wear, and you can drink through them and eat through them. You can't eat through them, but you can drink through them and stuff, and you can walk around. It's cool. The kids like them.
Yeah, you look really good. Very festive. You never know who you will meet or what you will see while attending the St. Patrick's Day Parade. It has been an Atlanta tradition since 1858. The parade prides itself in featuring entertainment for the entire family, from floats to marching bands and maybe even a celebrity or two. The St. Patrick's Day Parade has it all.
As you can tell, Atlanta definitely knows how to celebrate St. Patrick's Day in the best way. This is Caitlin Linner for GSTV Panther Report.
Now we move on to Morgan Mahone with our entertainment report.
Hey Panthers! Hope your St. Patrick's Day weekend was fun. Did you check out any of the events around town? It's been a pretty slow week in celebrity news, but the box office is gearing up for the release of The Hunger Games. The Hunger Games is selling so many movie tickets, you'd think it was Twilight. Actually, scratch that. It's selling so many movie tickets that you think it wasn't Twilight. With its release less than a week away, The Hunger Games has already racked up some 1,700 sold-out screenings from the advanced ticket sellers Fandango and MovieTickets.com. MovieTickets.com said nearly half of its sales were for opening night midnight shows, a sure sign of a rabid fan base. Another sign, Fandango said demand for The Hunger Games is so great that its sales are now outpacing those of the first Twilight. So, The Hunger Games will undoubtedly be big. It probably will be bigger than Twilight. But Harry Potter. Here's why The Hunger Games is unlikely to dethrone the box office king of franchise films. Number 1, family-friendly fantasy versus dystopian mayhem. This is a big one. The first Potter film was a bring the kids and uncles PG-rated crowd pleaser. The Hunger Games is a PG-13 tale of teen versus teen slaughter that was 7 seconds away from a stiff movie rating in the United Kingdom. All in all, don't expect a lot of minivan sightings on opening weekend for The Hunger Games. Number 2, the source material. Author Suzanne Collins' Hunger Games book trilogy has reportedly sold 26 million copies, a phenomenal number. The Potter films were spawned from the J.K. Rowling series that sold 15 times that many volumes. Number 3, the high bar. The first Potter set an opening weekend mark with a then record 90 million Friday through Sunday debut. While The Hunger Games is expected to clear that number, and maybe with a little room to spare, it's not expected to set a new opening weekend record. Although for what it's worth, it could do just that in the Boy Wizard's own UK home. Number 4, the higher bar. If 2001's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone had sold tickets at 2011 prices, $7.93 instead of yesteryear's $5.65, then assuming attendance remained the same, the movie would have posted a $126 million debut. That kind of performance is on the upper edge of expectations for The Hunger Games. And number 5, and last, international flavor. Sorcerer's Stone played to its base, stocking its cast with the UK stalwarts such as Richard Harris and Alan Rickman. The Hunger Games has Aussie Liam Hemsworth, but largely filled out its character roles with Americans. The suggestion here is not that Sorcerer's Stone's cleaned up because of Maggie Smith. The suggestion here is that names like Smith's do matter to overseas audiences, and that Jennifer Lawrence-led Hunger Games may leave some money on the table because it stayed true to its U.S. roots, and didn't try to sell the old sci-fi movie trope that will all sound vaguely British in the near future. Here's the bottom line. There's only one Harry Potter, there's only one Twilight for that matter, and there's only one Hunger Games. Comparisons are inexact and unfair. The Hunger Games will therefore not be judged against anything. Until that is, it opens next weekend. If you've been following the Courtyard series, you've been introduced to some great new music. Next up is Shariah McHale with acoustic folk indie on Thursday, March the 29th from noon to 1 p.m. on the Courtyard stage. Shariah has been compared by her fans to the contemporary artists Ingrid Michaelson and Sarah Bareilles. This event is free, no ticket required, and open to all students, faculty, staff, and the public. Whatever you do this week in GSU, have fun and be safe. I'm Morgan Mahone, and that was your Panther Report Entertainment News.
This concludes another episode of the Panther Report. As a reminder, Panther Report can always be watched on Channel 91 in University Housing. And for those living off campus, you can view our live stream at gstvonline.org.
If you happen to miss anything, be sure to check out our YouTube channel, GSTV Panther Report. I'm Cesar Galvez.
And I'm Amanda Marino.
And thank you for watching the Panther Report.
Report.